Hello, my name is Antoinette. I am 50 years old. No, I am 51 years old. And this is my life at 50. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Okay, welcome to this week's food haul. I went to Aldi's this week. I spent a total of $75. I did get some non-food items and just a couple of staples, but let's go ahead and get into what we are having this week. Actually, let's get into first the things that I bought just because they looked good and on those nights when I don't feel like cooking, you know. So they had these steam in the bag garden medley. So this one has sugar snap peas, roasted potatoes, red peppers with garlic herbs. So that's what this one looks like. And like I said, all of this stuff came from, oh, let's see. Can you see that? I don't know. I think it's a little blurry. Sorry. Okay, so we have that one. And then we have these roasted potatoes with green beans and a rosemary buttery sauce. So that's that one. So these will go in the freezer. I also got these maple glazed butternut squash blend. So it's butternut squash with cranberries caramelized with maple syrup and brown sugar. So that's this one. The reason I like these things is because the ingredients are pretty simple. So for example, in this one you have butternut squash, maple glaze, which is maple syrup, sugar, butter, pasteurized cream, and salt, canola oil, water, molasses, sea salt, spice, black pepper, and xanthan gum, which is in a lot of like vegan, vegetarian stuff, and cranberries. That's it. That's all that's in here. So it's not a lot of extra stuff like maltodextrin and all that kind of stuff. So when I see stuff like this and the ingredients are pretty clean, I try to buy it. So we have this one, and then they also had these bourbon glazed autumn carrot blend. So we have those. So these are for the, oh, and then also for the freezer, I got these cauliflower crust margarita pizza. So we have the margarita pizza, and then we have a 3-cheese pizza. So like I said, I'm trying to do as plant-based as possible. Yes, the pizza has a little cheese in there. Balance. You gotta have balance. And as you can see, I have like nothing right now. So I needed to go to the store. Put those in there. Okay. Bam. So that's that. Other things that I got that has nothing to do with what I'm eating this week. This very cute candle, peaceful and serene, rose water and chamomile. Smells so good. So this is actually going to go in my office. I think I mentioned I'm a wedding officiant, so I do weddings in my office, and I like to burn candles. So this is a perfect one for that. We want a wedding space to be peaceful and serene. And so I also got some coffee. This one is just a light roast. I don't have any creamer this week because I went to Aldi, like I said, and they don't have oat milk. And I'm not a huge fan of almond milk, so we might be drinking coffee black this week. So we have that. Artichoke hearts just for a snack because these are really good, and these are the marinated ones. So got these. And then, oh, I needed like some new rubber tip spatulas and things, so we got that. And then we got a spring hearth or wreath for the door. So those are my this week items. Now, what are we doing for food this week? We are keeping it simple. Once again, y'all know how I do. So for my first meal, some would call it breakfast, but my first meal of the day, I am just going to throw in the air fryer some sliced seasoned zucchini along with these mushrooms. So every day, slice up, a few zucchini pieces and clean off a few mushrooms, put a little oil on there, a little seasoning, throw them in the air fryer. That's gonna be breakfast or first meal of the day. And then my dinner options, I am going to do a take on like a cabbage soup. So it's gonna have cabbage and these French green beans. I'm gonna mix. I have weird taste habits, you guys, so this is by no means a recipe channel, okay? But I'm gonna mix these two, and I'm going to either, for the broth, use this chicken bone broth or this ramen broth that has sesame and ginger. I thought that might be pretty interesting. So we'll cook that up together. So that'll be a meal. Another thing, Aldi had the cutest little baby spaghetti squashes. Look at this thing. Like, it's smaller than my face. So I'm gonna, and which is great because, you know, for one person, this is going to yield a lot. So this is gonna be great. So I'm gonna bake this up, and I'm going to add a little Rayo's homemade marinara sauce. So I still have some of that left. And with this, I'll have some asparagus. So there's that. And that's kind of my food plan for the week. So it's really just kind of doing 2 meals a day. Yesterday I started, so just doing 2 meals a day, and that's it. So that is the food haul for the week. Hello, and welcome to, let's see, it's Sunday, March 5th, 6th, 4th, something like that. And so it is the beginning of week 3, which means that this video is the review of week 2. Okay, so last week I was in California. I think I mentioned that last week that I would be out of town. So trying to do completely plant-based and vegan. Obviously, anytime you go out of town, it's going to be a little challenging, but overall, I think it went well. And just like before, I will insert pictures of the food that I had at the end of the video. There were 2 days where I had meat though, and both of them were on the plane. So on the way there, the meal options, I ended up getting a burger. And then on the way back, again with the meal options, I ended up getting the chicken lemon caper sauce or something like that. So I did have meat those two times, and then once while I was out for lunch, I splurged and I got oysters as an appetizer. So there's that. Everything else was either vegetarian or it was completely vegan. So I'm very happy that I stuck with that, and I have my sister there to guide me. She lives in California, and so she was able to, you know, tell me some cool places to go, a nice vegan restaurant and stuff like that. So all in all, I think it went pretty good. I did drink my water, so I kept up with that. So I drank a lot of water while I was there, but I also drank a lot of wine, you guys. I was on vacation after all, and I was celebrating. I did my first professional photo shoot. So yeah, so a lot of great things. But yeah, so the food overall went pretty good. Right after this, you're going to see my food haul for the week, so you'll know kind of what I'm doing there. But I also wanted to show you guys, so this is something else I'm going to try to bring in the mix. I'm not flying out for another, I think I have a month before I'm going somewhere again. So I'm going to try to, let's see if we can get this turned around here. I am going to try to finally go ahead and get these things going. So this is the AeroGarden, and this is the Glow Grow Garden, basically Sharper Images version of the AeroGarden. So I'm going to be able to grow fresh produce at home. I do have a very generous sized balcony. However, growing things out there is going to be difficult because we have birds and we have squirrels, and somebody had something out there, and the birds and the squirrels just went crazy. They were all over the balcony and stuff. So I said, yep, not doing that. So I have these, which means I get to grow all year round. So I'm actually really excited about that. So we're going to start with, so this is what the little pods look like. So they look like this. And if you can see that, they look like this. And they fit, turn you back around. They fit right in there. And then if you can see this window here, so you put water in there, and then that's how they grow. So it is a aquaponic, I think it's called. Basically, it's a water-based system. You don't need soil or anything like that. So if anybody is interested or has been interested in something like this, you're going to get to see it on here, because every week I post, I'm going to show you what the garden looks like and how it's growing. So I'm excited to get going with that. So in this one, we will do, I have a couple of salad green seed pods, so we'll do a couple of those. And then we'll probably do, let's see, some herbs as well. We have the choice between mint, dill, thyme, basil, parsley, and Thai basil. So I will do a couple of salad greens, a couple of herbs over here. We'll see what happens with that. And then in this one, I get to, you have these things. So, you know, just the little thingy. I can't remember what it's called, but the little spongy thing. You have this, and you get to plant your own seeds. So with this one, because I used to grow vegetables all the time when I actually owned a home, I still have some seeds left. So we're going to do some arugula, and then we're going to try to do some Swiss chard. So that's what we're going to grow in here. And then with this one, let's go ahead and open this, turn this around. So with this one, as the plants grow, I get to raise this. The light is underneath, it plugs in. So I'm just going to get everything set up and ready tonight, and then I'm going to flip the switch tomorrow, because the light, it's on for 8 hours. So I don't want to do it at nighttime when I'm here. So I'll get it going tomorrow morning. So I think it takes 7 to 14 days. So let's see, these, for example, sprouts in 10 to 21 days. So I don't know, whatever. So we're doing this all together, you guys. This is about healing ourselves with food. So we're going to give it a whirl. We'll see what happens, and then I will bring you along for the ride. So that has been this week's update. Pretty short and sweet. And a couple of my family members told me that my comments are off. I don't know why. I don't. I've gone into YouTube Studio. I've clicked the button to say allow comments, and somehow you're still not able to comment. So I will keep working on that. My apologies. We'll get it figured out. But in the meantime, please like and subscribe. I am going to continue to do these vlogs, like I said, just to hold myself accountable. And next week will be 3 full weeks. So I will do a weight and blood pressure check-in at that point. And yeah, so that's where we are. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Peace. I always lose my clicker. Okay, bye.
I'm gonna ask